All right. I like your shirt. It's really nice, huh? All right.
What?
Yes, thank you, Rad. Good evening, everyone. Clara Manzano in behalf of Claudio Perrine, episode 113 of Who the Heck Are We Already? It is Thursday night in the Philippines, and our guest is in the United Arab Emirates, Filipino based there. But Claudia, another episode, another Pinoy
Yeah.
footballer to introduce to the community.
A young one too. Huh?
That's true.
And apparently it's his first podcast.
I know, right? I feel I feel the weight of the world on my shoulders now.
Yeah, it's an honor to have him as our first for his first time to have in our podcast.
I know. We had the honor of
I don't know.
having a lot of people.
Yeah, I don't know if we should be nice to him or I don't know. I don't know. Nah, we'll be nice to him. It's how you
Always.
say, Clara. It's like a chit chat talk without the beer.
Right. But we
Is he
act like
allowed to
there
have
is
beer?
the beer.
Is he allowed to even have beer at his age?
Oh, I believe so. Yeah, I did the math with Seth's age when I looked through
Is
his
it? Well, in
bio data.
Australia, I don't think so.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Seth's 22,
I
I
th-
believe.
no, he's still 21.
21,
21.
up to
Yeah, his
20.
birthday in November.
Oh, few
Yeah, so
months, eh?
you're not allowed to drink. All right, what?
Yeah. Anyway, yes, let's bring in our distinguished guest in Seth Torculas. Yay!
Hey guys,
Hi, Seth.
How's it going, Seth?
I'm good. How
So,
are you?
we're good. Nighttime already here in Manila and
Yeah.
Bukidnon, of course, here in the Philippines. You are joining us live via, I know, you're based in Dubai.
Yep.
That's right.
Based in Dubai, UAE. So
Pinoy football player based over there. Okay,
yep.
so, I mean, let's get it straight. You're Pinoy, you play football. And we know you
Yeah.
want to play for the Azkals. Simple as this. It's everyone's dream, right? And you know you want to do that.
Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Think.
But could you? Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah. It's always been a dream of mine since I was young. You know. Even when I was 11, I was looked up to the first team players. You know, you've got Kalik Dong, who players
Mm.
who inspired me. So these are like OG players who were there from the start. And yeah.
Not to take a dig on some people with age, but those are the same players I looked up to. Also, like Chiefy guys like that.
Oh,
Neil
Yeah.
after just playing around that time, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But I believe that you were born and raised there in the United Arab
Um,
Emirates. Is that
I
right?
was not born. However, I came here when I was 5, so it's been almost 16 years now. I'm 21 years old, so it's been a while. Basically, my home now here.
Uh huh. How was it there? Were you exposed to basketball, the sport everyone plays here in the Philippines?
Actually, yeah, for like my earlier days, I did play basketball. Obviously, coming from the Philippines, like
Yeah.
you do have that basketball drive.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Because back then I played basketball in the Philippines, and coming here it was completely different. I went to like a Filipino school when I was younger, so they played basketball there as well. So I did play basketball for a while, but when I was like 10, it shifted, and when I was like 12, all the way to like 13, 14, it was like a mix of both, you know?
Mm-hmm. And then eventually, like, did you go? Oh, I want to play football. Hence,
Yeah,
uh huh.
I
Question.
think like
Yeah. Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
I think
Go
it
ahead. Go
just
ahead, man.
switched. Yeah, it just switched. Like I transferred to a different school, which was like an English school. So I think that was the one that really made me push to become a footballer because that was the main sport there.
Of course, there's that influence, right?
Yeah,
Last question with the basketball, Mike and Claude. You might want to cover that. Um,
Hmm.
so in the Pinoy school, would you play pustahan para sa tas may bote ng coke? Do you know
oh,
that?
definitely. No, definitely not. But back in Philippines, I know people who do that.
Or ice too big,
Ice tubig,
Yeah, they do that.
right?
Yeah,
The ice
ice
too big,
water.
ice water. They'll die just to have ice water.
exactly.
Yeah,
Crazy.
Passion. I love it.
yeah. We played over a bottle of coke before the game got intense. No
Oh
fights,
no.
but just the intensity.
Yeah,
You're
I
acting like
get
it's
you.
the last game, the NBA finals or whatever.
Hmm.
Okay. So you grew up just like
Wow.
everyone else. You got the full. You can see you got that experience. Claudia,
Yep.
anything you want to ask Seth about his background before we
No, so
carry on?
you studied. So you left when you were 5, right? And then you
Yeah,
studied in
5, 6. Yeah,
5, 6 years old. Okay, and then you
yeah.
studied in Filipino school, right? And then you
Okay, yeah.
moved to an English. It's probably an international school, Dubai, right?
Uh,
Who's that? Yeah, is it? Was it
yeah.
an international school? Okay,
It's more of like an English curriculum school, but yeah,
English curriculum. All right.
yeah.
So that's where you switch. So who actually influenced you? Is there a particular person, a particular situation that made you switch and really concentrate on the game of football?
I think it was mostly like one of my friends who pushed me to do football because at that time I was still new to the school. Um, I think it was a year or two of just playing football, basketball, back and forth. And when I was 15-ish, my friends there was this tournament that my friends wanted to join. It was this tournament where you make a team and you join. It was a big tournament because it was hosted by likes of Salgado. If you guys know him, the Real
Mm-hmm.
Madrid player. He's based in Dubai. So he did host this tournament, and we joined. And I was like, my friend was convincing me, look, take a time off of basketball, like just play football for like the next 4 weeks, like fully with us. And I'm like, okay, sure. Like, and they were like, after that, you can go back to playing basketball, do whatever you want. Just come for us for like this tournament. I'm like, okay, fine. So that was one of the factors. I'm like, then after that, I'm just like, all right, fine, I'll play football with you guys. And
Yeah,
also like one of my
nice.
close friends as well, who like all of these friends I still talk to this day. They were one of my friends because like my school is close to where I live, and like where
Right.
I live, there's like this football court, like those what they call it in England is like the cages. So
Yes.
basically, it's five aside, and it's
Yeah.
like proper concrete and tense, like quick football. So my friend, every time after he's finished with school, he'd always call me like every time, yo, pull up, pull up. It's keep in mind this is Dubai when it's like 45-degree weather. He'd be
Oh,
there at like 3, and I'd come at like 5, 6, be like, okay, I'm here. But yeah,
wait. So what? Okay, this is what position did they give you? Goalkeeper?
no,
When you
no,
started,
actually,
yeah.
Yeah, when they said, "Oh, okay, we're letting you play, you can jump, join us, and then go back to
yeah.
basketball." What position did they give to you?
So I played as a right back, which actually is what I play now. So I played
Oh,
as a right back. on that tournament. It was a 7-a-side tournament, so you'd have like
Okay.
2 defenders, 1 center mid, wingers, and a striker. So we actually did well in that tournament, like surprisingly. So it was really good. And
Okay.
the crazy part is that tournament,
Yep.
whoever wins that tournament or the 2 finalists of that tournament, these are people throughout the UAE, by the way, like teenagers who's joined, and there was a lot of people there. But the last 2 people, the last 2
Yep.
teams, actually, they play at the Dubai Mall. If you guys know, there's a big ice rink.
I've heard of this one.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
massive ice rink in the Dubai Mall, and they switched that, completely turned that into like Astros for that
Oh.
event. And you guys, the last 2 teams, play a final there, and whoever wins plays against the likes of like Savi, Puyol. Like they came over to Dubai.
I'm
So
getting
it was,
goosebumps,
yeah,
Wow.
man.
but
We have
yeah,
everything
we
there.
did. Yeah, we didn't get in, but we did like round of 16, which is quite good, considering the amount of teams that was there.
Yeah, I
It
was
was a
gonna
good
have how
run.
many teams? How many teams?
I'd say because like each city had at least like 50 teams or something.
Whoa,
Each
and you
city,
reached
by the way.
16. You
Yeah,
reached top.
in Dubai we
Wow,
reached 16th. Yeah,
sweet 16.
Man.
Wow.
And that's pretty much like
yeah,
a national scale tournament in a
yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
football country that's,
Yeah.
one of the higher ranked overall in the entire Asia, or like the AFC, Asian Football
yeah.
Confederation.
What? Yeah. What age group was that?
That was under 16s.
Nice.
So yeah,
So whoever the friends asked you, we have to thank them.
yeah,
They are the good influence. You can name them and give them a shout out
Yeah.
now if you want,
Yeah.
because these guys make,
yeah,
make
definitely.
tampo in Filipino words, or say, "Hey man, where's my shout out?"
Nah,
If you
we'll keep
want,
it on the low key. They know,
we'll
they
keep
know
it.
who they are. They know
They
who
like
they
There
are.
you
being
go.
low
There you
key.
go. All
Yeah,
right.
they
Okay,
know who
Cool.
they
Cool.
yeah,
are.
Cool.
some guys like to roll like that.
So,
So
so
there's that.
yeah.
Okay,
So
Claudia.
there was there like not a conflict, but your dad was saying, no, you have to stick to basketball.
I think my
No,
dad
he's
was the one who pushed
okay.
me to play football actually.
Oh, right.
So
Really?
when I was younger, when I really first started, which was around 10 years old. So the crazy story is it all started because of a game. So you guys know those PlayStations, PSP?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
so like I was begging for it for a while now. And I was like finally my dad's like, all right, finally you're getting it. Like so we went to the store and there was like these 2 options. You get a bundle, you get like the game Godfather, which is like a mafia game. And you
Yes.
get FIFA 9.
Oh, we know the choice.
FIFA.
Yeah, I was
Who,
like,
who was
yo,
who was
please,
wait, who was in the cover?
Rooney.
FIFA. Oh.
Rooney, Wayne Rooney.
Yeah, do you remember
Oh
that?
my,
It was amazing.
yeah.
Yeah, nostalgic, very
Manchester
nostalgic.
was it Manchester Red, right?
Man, you.
Yeah, it was a
And
Man
yeah,
United red.
yeah, I
Yeah.
remember that. Okay,
What
go
a
So
ahead,
it's
go ahead.
time.
yeah, I know. So it started from that. It's such a funny story. I wanted the Godfather because like I was like football, like come on man, like I want better games than this. Anyway, I ended up he's like, nah, you're getting football. I'm like, okay, you're getting FIFA. So I go home, I have totally no idea how to play this game. Like, what's going on? I'm kicking a ball, like but then like I got addicted to it. I'm just like, I know all the players now. I played FIFA like 24/7. Then like a year later or like a few months later, we moved to our new house. And like the new house we had like a little bit of like community vibe. So there was like a field downstairs. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do the things I've learned on FIFA, like the tricks I've learned on FIFA. I'm gonna do it. So my dad bought me boots, and I still have those boots. These were like the Adidas Predators back in like
Ooh, that time.
2010.
Oh,
I'd see
Yeah,
those. Yeah.
I think the color is outrageous, but like at this day and age, it's like bright green, orange, something I would not wear. But back then I wore a lot. Yeah, I got my first football boots, played with my dad, first kick. Um, yeah, he told me he used to ball out back in the days. I don't know about that because he's from
my
Cadiz, and
goodness.
like in Cadiz they play football as well. So yeah. And yeah, I think that kind of grew on that. Like I found a few friends who played as well, and the same field is like where I grew up, like properly, like just play football, just have fun every single day, coming down. And I lost a lot of weight as well because I used to be a bit chubby.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, my mom used to overfeed me, but
Pinoy
she's probably
style.
listening right
My
now.
food. Yeah.
Mom did her
Actually,
job.
Yeah,
there's
Well,
somebody that wants to say hello from
there's a lot of
Cadiz.
comments. Let's
Yeah,
go through them.
there's
Let's go
one.
through them.
I'll go
Sige.
with this
really.
one. Yeah, there. Hello, Manong Bisoy. Watching
Hello,
here.
hello, hello. Ito
Manong
is my
Bisoy. So is
yeah.
Bisoy
That
yeah.
that's my nickname.
That's their name for you.
Okay, so everyone, now the
No,
friends of
please.
Seth that are watching him. Thanks,
It's
people.
so like we should fix the poster be Seth Bisoy Torculas. You know how they put the
No.
nickname in quotation.
Okay. And then there's here.
Yeah.
Zil Ardonado watching from the
Hello. So he's one of the people who play in the football community I told you guys about.
It's Pinoy also.
Yeah, Pinoy also.
Nice.
Nice.
Ardonado.
Mhm.
You know, go through the. I can go through the other comments too.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, Pat
Great.
Mendoza, good friend here goes. He just wanted this. He thought he'd forget about the episode, right? Pat has a good question. We can save for later on,
Yes.
right?
That's
Uh-huh.
actually
About the scene that you're playing football in Seth. So you know you have that. You can say you had that success in the U16 tournament, and then
Mhm.
what went on from there? You just kept playing, trying to work your way up because right now we know that you're going on trials, trying to make it big in pretty much the football tier there, right? So
Yep.
what were the next steps after?
So after that, it was a bit of a snowball effect actually, because right after that, I was like, yeah, I actually need to stop playing football. Like, I love this game. Like, so I tried for an academy, and I got in. It's an academy, one of my first ever academies that I played in. So fast forward short, been playing in academies, and also because the academies then or the club trained like twice a week, and like realistically to like improve, that's not enough. So like I grew up in the cages, you could say so, which is like playing five-a-side football, just like fast-paced football, very physical. Um, so like this type of football is just mostly like futsal, you could say so.
okay.
So, but like I think that was like a good base of like how I play now because like with five-a-side, everything's quick, the ball's coming to you quick,
Yeah.
and like you have to be really skillful, do tricks because a lot of my friends do a lot of like skillful tricks. Like
Mm.
from like playing FIFA as well, you want to do tricks that you do in games, you want to do it in real life, you know.
Hey.
And I see my friends do it, I'm gonna do it as well. So yeah, it's just literally like enjoying football at that time when I'm not training with the academy. But fast forward short, in the span of like 3 months, the club that I was with, they were called Precor FC.
Okay.
They usually go to Sweden for the Gothia Youth World Cup. They do it every
Gothia.
year. Yeah, if you guys heard about Gothia.
Yep, got ya.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was in Gothenburg for the Gothia World Cup in Sweden back in 2016. So that was like my first ever like, damn, you know, like this is what football does. So yeah, I got selected for that. There were trials for that as well. There was a big trial for that. Luckily, I got selected to be part of the squad. So I was registered to play for the under 16s and also the under 18 squads
Both.
with
Oh.
Precor. So yeah, went
Wow.
to Sweden then. Went with
Mm.
my one of my best mates now. Yeah, it was a great experience. Played a lot of football. Could have played more, but yeah, like I played in the under 18s, played in the under 16s. Under 16s, we got all the way to round of 16
Okay.
in our group, which is like crazy if you think about it in the Gothia Youth World Cup where there's like a lot of teams in. So we got to round of 16, and yeah, like it was such a journey, and it was a great experience, you know. And like it was such an eye opener as well to really see like the difference in level
Mm.
from like UAE to like international, you know.
Mhm.
Like
Mm.
you have people from like Argentina who's more of like they hold the ball a lot, but they're like quick, very techy. You've got people from like Nigeria who's like not as technical, but like they're just fast, quick at your age. You know what I mean? And you've got like people from like Sweden who just like everyone's like 6'5" and they're only like 15. Like
Young
come on now.
Zlatans. You're
Yeah,
going
like
up against
what's going on?
They're
Like I'm
giants.
yeah, I'm like 5'6", trying to like win headers. Like, what's going on here? So I was like, yeah, you just get exposed to a lot of different types of football tactics, techniques, and like different type of players. So that was my Gothia experience, which was great.
That's
A massive
crazy.
thanks to my parents as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a,
they made it happen.
that's
Both my
insane.
parents.
you just
Yeah,
broke down all the
they came with me as
styles.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good that like I had my parents to support as well. So it was a good boost.
Hmm. Shout out Tito and Tita, of
Yeah,
course. Your dad making sure you got FIFA in the
yeah. My
PSP.
dad making sure I got FIFA, getting
Uh-huh.
me my
So
boots.
How many FIFA games do you have now?
Right
every
now
year.
You have complete
What?
like
You
every,
go
I
every
wouldn't
year?
say every year. I had like after 15 or 16, I had like a break.
oh, okay,
Yeah,
Just
from the
focusing.
games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. From the game, I'm like, let me try other games. You know, I'm getting too good to like FIFA. Like, come on.
Wow. Hey, there's
Yeah,
more.
More comments you want to go through?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
really, that's
Wow.
crazy.
Two.
Seth is an
Three.
artista
Three.
in the
Yeah.
Philippines, eh? Okay, we can go through them.
Yeah.
Esperanza, oh, big Philippine football fan, said,
Yeah.
Magandang
One
gabi
of,
sa
Hello,
inyo. And
one of
Ola.
our
good evening.
football fans. Yeah.
Yep. Arthea Borsoto, proud tita. Is
Yeah,
this
she's
your
my
tita?
tita. Yeah,
Yeah.
Hi, Tita. Here.
hello,
Okay.
thank you.
I'm gonna show this again. Bembo just showing you some love.
Thank you,
Yeah.
tita.
Thank you for giving us that nickname.
Yes.
Oh my.
uh,
How
Jeff saying nice. You know, and
Bernardo?
Marcus Tom said proud Tito, and he
Yeah,
is calling
that's my
you
tita as well. Yeah,
idol in the Pinoy accent. Idol. That's how he say
Idol.
yeah.
it,
Shout
right?
out to him as well.
Yeah.
He bought me my first ever Mercurials.
Oh
Oh,
wow.
Yeah, I still have them.
Really?
Yeah,
Nice.
that's nice to
so
keep,
yeah.
of course.
You have to
Right. What's
yeah,
since we're
keep
talking
them.
about shoes? What's like your go-to shoe now?
You know what it is? I was like, I had like the Mercurial Vapor 13s for like the longest time ever. Like I've had like the same Mercurial Vapor 13s Elites for like 2 seasons.
Uh
So
huh.
these were like my favorite boots, but like I kind of grew onto them. So I'm more of like the
Okay.
Phantom GTs now. So that's like my boot right now. But like I like those tight fit boots. You know, those like the because like I like tight fit because like it feels sharper on the touch.
Mm.
Hmm.
Everything's just sharper, and like it
Yeah.
just suits my playing style as well.
Oh yeah,
Makes a
definitely. You gotta be
difference, huh?
comfy. You gotta
Makes a
be
Yeah, I
comfy when
think
you
like
play.
yeah, they're not the most comfiest boots, but like in terms of like what they give me, I can do more
yes.
step overs with them, so it's good because they're really light. But I'll
You can not
compensate for
make
that.
someone.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
when you wear those shoes, let's say if you're in FIFA, your rating goes up by +5 and everything. That's how we can explain it, right? When you wear those
No,
boots,
something like that.
you gotta
It
have
makes a
that.
whole lot of difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the shoe here? Is that it, or in this picture?
Yeah, those are the ones there. Mercurials,
This
Vapor
this
Nice.
is it.
13s, yellow ones. I've
That's,
wore them throughout the season.
Beautiful.
so
So
this is
So I
your
have a
go-to.
black,
you have a
I
black
have a
one.
black, I have a green that is completely both black and green completely destroyed. This one hanging on to his life, but I still love the boot. But I currently changed now. I can show you guys my boot if you guys want. It's
Yeah,
literally
Yeah,
sure.
sure, go ahead.
so these are my new ones I recently got. So it's these ones here,
Let's zoom you in.
Oh,
Phantoms.
nice.
Yeah,
Phantom. Yeah.
So
they're
this
a
one
bit
of your
wider.
go-tos.
They're a bit thicker, but
Right.
something I'm getting used to. They're not bad.
Hmm.
Yeah,
It's the first time we're literally looking at sports equipment, Claudia, right?
Oh gosh, yeah.
Because normally it's like, oh, what tattoos do you have when we have
No, now
guests
it's yeah.
with
It's not
tattoos,
now
right?
it's more of a oh, I think we lost him.
We Seth's cut out, I think. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, he can get back on. So
I,
it's nice that we're taking a look. We're
I,
appreciating the equipment.
yeah.
Helps them do their thing.
I wanna ask the question is how did he get the nickname Bisoy?
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah,
Yeah.
let's wait for Seth to reconnect. But with the picture that we were showing
Yeah, you could show it there.
right here, the Gardens, that is the recent club of Seth. So
Is it?
spent some time with them earlier this year. They're in the third tier, and then Seth said that he's doing trials because the league system in the UAE is really young. It's only 3 years old.
Oh yeah, he
So
started. Yeah, yeah, person. Yeah.
yeah, and Seth said he's trying to work his way get up to the higher tiers, of course,
Mm-hmm,
and
mm-hmm.
hence he is on trials with other clubs. So
Nice.
let's bring Seth back in. Yeah, you were
Okay.
saying we're just saying we're looking at football gear right now because normally when we
Yeah,
get
I saw it.
they
Yeah,
show
I
the
heard that
tattoos and
part. Yeah.
stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's a nice change
Unfortunately,
of
I don't
pace.
have any. So
No, it's okay. Oh God, yeah.
yeah.
It's two one people no tattoos.
I know.
Normally our guests have, right? They're your
Most of
teammates.
the guests have met.
Really,
I'm
So
not
everyone has
against. I'm not
tattoos.
against it though. Not gonna. Yeah, to be honest, we're just
I don't. Yeah.
spitting numbers.
I don't know if I should
Yeah.
ask you because your parents are probably watching, so you don't know if you're gonna give you the right answer or not.
No, you're good. You're good. You can ask. You can ask. You're
I was
good. My
gonna. Are
parents are
you
fine.
gonna get a tattoo?
Um, I actually had a chat with my dad with that, but I don't know. We'll see. If it's gonna
Hmm.
be a tattoo, it's gonna be about them, like for sure.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
So
Yeah,
right.
that's the only
nice.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah, that leads to
That's a good
one.
one. Yeah.
Like my
I thought
friend's
about
kuya.
putting like, I
Yeah,
thought about putting like their birthdates on my calf, but like I don't know about that.
yeah,
We'll see. We'll see first.
We'll see, but
yeah.
you are gonna get one.
I don't know. Probably we'll see.
All right, cool.
Hmm.
I'll have to
Yeah.
assess because Ronaldo doesn't have tattoos, does he?
Oh,
Yeah.
No,
oh, good point.
that's a good one.
Yeah,
Does
Uh,
Messi have? Messi has, right?
yeah. Oh, he
Messi has a
It's
has.
a
lot.
long one.
Messi
Messi has a
has.
lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Messi has a lot. So it's
Every
either
footballer has.
between Messi or Ronaldo. So I see that you're leaning on to Ronaldo, huh?
Um, I'm more of a Messi boy, but like apparently like tattoo like he believes like it does something for sport performance. I don't know like the blood.
Oh,
I,
really?
I still have to look into it.
Really?
Yeah,
Interesting.
he said this. Yeah, that's why he has like
Interesting.
no tattoos in an interview.
Wow.
He's very strict with him with his body too.
Cristiano,
He really is, and you
super.
can tell. Yeah,
Yeah,
You can tell.
he's like
yeah,
37, still ripping it up.
And
yeah.
fit. Yeah, it's super fit.
Unbelievable.
That's why they end up making him a model for stuff, also. Right.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, let's get off the tattoos, Claudia. You know, one day Seth's
I
parents
know.
might not let him go home because of my tattoo. Anyway, I'm not trying to convince you to get one because I don't have also just my style.
Yeah.
I have a just typical Pinoy stories, Claudia. I think you remember this. One friend, his kuya, got a tattoo, and parents are strict. He goes, "Mom, I got a tattoo," and she's so mad. And then he rolls up his sleeve and goes, "Mom, but it's your name." And she goes, "Oh, thank you, anak. I love you. It's so nice. I like it."
Oh my goodness.
I think my mom would still like violate me even if it's like about her.
Mine too. Mine too.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Okay. Right. So we were just talking about how you were the gardens and the football league system that you're trying out, trying to work your way up with other teams are also just ambitious as you and everyone else because it's so competitive there.
Yeah.
UAE again is like one of the higher ranked teams in the Asian region. Pat Mendoza sent a good question saying, "How can you describe UAE pro football or league football? Is it more physical?" You explained it a bit a while ago, and you gave us such a good scouting report on how these countries play, given how you
Yeah.
played golf. Yeah. So
So
yeah.
yeah, definitely 100%. Like I think that's one big factor that is like different from like the Philippine football because of the fact that like there's a lot more like expats and international people here and like UAE or like Dubai itself, it attracts a lot of players from like the African region, players from like North Africa. So like as you can see, like everyone there is like built, everyone's physical, everyone's like genetically just quick. So
Mm.
they rely on a lot of these stuff. Like everyone, obviously, there's a good technical base, but I wouldn't say it's the most technical league in the world. Um, in particular, like the division I play in, Division 2 and Division 3, and the divisions I've played in, you can really tell that like it's mostly about who's one of the fittest and who wants to win more. I think that's like a big difference here is like everyone's quick, fast, everyone's very fit, everyone's strong. So you don't really get a lot of time on the ball, and
Mm.
and every time you do have time on the ball, you get pressed easily. So because like I said, the physicality here is way more than I'd say in the Philippines.
Hmm. I just remembered. I think UAE. I keep forgetting his name. They have that guy in their national team who looks like Fellaini,
Oh
and
yeah,
he was just
his name's
killing it.
Amori.
There, he
Amori.
just when he played against the Azkals, I'm like, man,
Yeah,
He,
he's way too good.
I got picon. You know the word
Oh,
Mm,
picon? I'm like, this guy was just
yeah,
killing us. Yeah,
yeah.
but that
So
was years back. You were saying.
yeah,
You were saying.
these are like the type of players you can see here in Dubai or like in UAE because you've got a lot of like African players who's very strong, very big, fast.
mm,
You've got to be quick, react on your toes every time. And also you've got players from like Algeria, Morocco. These players usually when you hear Algeria, Morocco, you're just like, yeah, they're techie. That means like technically good, very skillful, silky type of players. So these are like players you want to be like watching out every time because they can like get out of situations where you're like, oh crap. So these guys can like score goals from literally nothing. So
mhm.
those are like the Algerian ones and the Arab ones as well. You know, a lot of Arabs are very like skillful. So that's it's basically like we call it joga bonito, you know, like beautiful football. So yeah,
And then you get a nutbag. Someone goes,
yeah,
"Hey."
you get a lot of nutmegs, a lot of like step overs all over. So which is also like one of the things that inspired me in my game as well.
Yeah, I'm already getting like info overload and good. Like, man, Seth's done a lot already, experienced a lot. It's a great place to grow.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. So we touched a bit on,
Yeah.
you getting involved with the gardens, but what else? What was the path there? Like you played with is this Precor, City Football Club, Dubai Irish? Are these
Yeah.
like amateur teams on your way to playing league football?
So after pre-core, I stayed there for another like year, so a year or two.
Mhm.
Um, we competed in the Super Cup, which is this is coming back from Sweden as well. Like we came back a few months later. We were in a league like youth league. This is just amateur league, by the way. And also every April we play in this league or in this international tournament called Dubai Super Cup, and basically Dubai holds like an international tournament for teams abroad. So you have teams from like South Africa coming in. You've got teams from Europe coming in. You've got teams from Africa coming in, and they just compete in Dubai basically. So
Right.
usually, like when we play Super Cups, every time I've played, we've always won like a medal, always won a
Nice.
trophy. So we've always finished second. We've always like literally been second runner up for under 16s, under 19s. This is for pre-core, and yeah, that's 2018. Moving on, I was like, okay, pre-core, like I really need to make a change here. Like I want to
Right.
play for like a much more serious team because like the club is slowly like falling off in a way,
Okay.
and like I realized it was good. It was a good base to learn the foundation technicality, but I
Mhm.
needed something more, more competitive in a way for me to grow. Which is, I took a leap. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go on trials for this team. They're called City Football Club. Fairly new team in Dubai, but some of the coaches or the owner itself, he's been in Dubai for a while. So I came in there, trials went well, and yeah, I played for them. I played academy with them, under 18s, my first year. Yeah, totally different experience, a massive change. Like it's like night and day from pre-core, because in pre-core there would be team training sessions, and there would be like a lot of times just me training by myself or like going
Oh,
playing football at the cages or at the five-a-side courts. So yeah, when I went to City, it was completely different because we'd be training 4 to 5 times a week. There'd be games on the weekend. We'd have like gym sessions as well. We'd have tactical analysis. So there's like a proper like foundation of a proper program where like they really want to develop players. And we had an international scouting event as well where professional teams came in, teams from like Fleetwood, Preston North End, a lot of these like English teams because it's mostly an English club. A lot of these English teams came in. You had like Liverpool coaches as well. The Liverpool coach was there. So yeah, it was like a camp, but like it was mostly for a showcase. And also it was half professional English teams and half American Division One teams. If you guys know about them, yeah,
yep. Yeah.
because there's a lot of I think players who play Division One as well. So yeah, like Stanford was there. There's a lot of like Ivy League schools who were there as well. A lot of Division One teams like Holy Cross, and yeah, these are like the teams that came in for this showcase. That was it was like a 3 day showcase where like it was just football, football, football. Every hour was football. It was amazing. And my legs were
Wow.
dead though, but it was amazing. It was like living like a proper footballer life. But anyway, that was like towards the end of my first year.
Right.
Earlier before that, actually, we had tournaments. I'd say like my team was like probably like one of the best in the country, like up there. Like under 18s was like one of the best in the country in terms of like football and that under 18 age, even against like pro local teams. I think we were able to compete against professional local teams, so which was good. So we played against Al Nasser, if you guys know them.
I've heard
I'm
this
not
name.
sure. Yeah.
Al Nasser.
Yeah, Al
Yeah.
Ain, played them. Al Wasl. These types of teams are like teams that we played against, and we'd actually compete against them. So
Wow.
yeah, and also we played Super Cup with City because like it's a Dubai tournament with like academies and like I said, teams from international,
Right.
and we got a high. I think we finished third, but this
Third in
was like
Dubai
on
Super
the
Cup. Yeah.
but this
You
was like
guys.
in the highest group stages, and like third against like the best teams.
You were
I
18,
definitely
huh? You were 18?
yeah, I was 18 then, so it was an under 19 Dubai Super Cup.
Hmm.
So in my opinion, I think we could have like won a lot of things that season. Like we were
Right.
second in our group, we could have been first. Because like honestly, the quality in that team was like unbelievable. A lot
Right.
of them play, some of them play professional now, and some of them are like in Division 1 schools. So yeah, everyone took different paths, but yeah, that team was great. The next year forwards, they started a Division 2 team.
Mm.
So this is the first time that there's like a professional division under Division 1 in the UAE.
Oh,
So,
okay.
like I said, it's still in the juvenile side, the professional structure here. But yeah, with City, I went on trials again. I got into the first team for the Division 2 league. So that's where I trained with the first team mostly. I didn't get as much game time as I want, but I was still young then. I was like 19 then. It was a
Mm.
good opportunity for me to be always be around the first team, training with them,
Right.
and to be signed and registered for them, basically.
Hmm. So that's
So
Wow.
pretty
yeah,
much the
that
road before like you go
yeah,
to like the gardens and you
yeah.
now being on
Wow.
trials, right?
So
Beautiful.
after City, yeah, first team. After City, first team, like my contract got over around
Yep.
like March area, March ish. So then I was like, okay, like after that, let me look for teams. There was not a lot of second division teams then because the league was like there was only like 8 second division teams if I'm not mistaken then. Now
Okay.
there's like a second division where there's like 12 plus or even like 20 plus teams in second division and the third division as well. There's like 12 teams. So yeah, it's massive growth. Yeah, at that time I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go get game time because like one of my game to improve is like physicality
Right.
and like because technicality, like I think I've got it on the bag. This is like one of my strengths. Like
Yeah.
I'm short, I'm technical,
Right.
I'm quick on the ball, I'm quick on my feet as well. So I was like, I need some physicality. So I went to join some amateur leagues here, just like DAFL men's league. We call it DAFL, which is Dubai Amateur Football League. So these are just men's league. It's mostly
Hmm.
about expat footballers. So there's a lot of like English teams there. So like every time you touch a ball, you're like tackles are flying in,
They're
two-footed
fun.
tackles are flying in.
It's another
Hooligans.
Yeah,
world. It's
there's
another
like
Hooligans.
World
video.
Cup.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got like a video of me like taking a touch and like 0.5 seconds later, I get like absolutely sent by like this 6'6" guy and just
Red card.
violated me. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
it wasn't a red. These are like normal tackles. Yeah. I got the
Oh,
foul
okay.
though. It was just a yellow apparently. Well, it's alright.
We'll take it.
We'll take it. We'll take
Yeah,
it.
it
Yeah.
was. It was like it was a. I'd say it's a massive transition. I know
Right.
I played first team for City FC, but like the year before that, obviously I played academy. So there's a massive difference between like men's football and like playing academy,
Oh,
under 19s, under 18s, because the physicality difference is phenomenal.
Man, so that
So
oh,
is
yeah,
the
crazy.
learning
Huh?
experience for you.
Yeah. What was
yeah,
racing through your mind going through all those games, playing against all these tall players, physical
Mhm.
players,
Yeah. It's always like a
reaching.
new environment you're putting yourself in
Yeah.
to add to the
definitely.
progress.
Yeah, I think yeah, definitely. I always like try to like always be as versatile as I can. Like I'm a player at the same time. Like in the football world, you can be as good as you want, but if you can't adapt to a team or a structure, you're basically like you're not as good as you was. So it's all about adapting to teams. So that's why I try to get as much game time.
Mhm.
with a lot of like more physical teams because I feel like that's something in the game that I need to improve on, which I'm improving on recently.
Mm.
Yeah, and like to adapt to different playing styles because back in City, every time the playing style would be feet, ball on the ground only, sideways, pass it around, keep the ball moving, two touches, boom, boom, boom. When you get to like the final third or in the wings, you're encouraged to not pass the ball, but to like take players on.
Dribble.
You're really encouraged to like take those 1v1 things on, which is like something I really like, like
Okay.
passing it around the back, passing it around the center mid, out wide to the wingers, diag balls. Now you're trying to do 1v1s, trying to get that ball in. Then it swiftly transitions to, let's say, like a men's league team where like a lot of like the men's league teams here, which is like mostly like English players who play in these men's league teams, is like get the ball, kick it long, chase it, lad. You know what I mean?
That's how they
So
do
just
it.
like, yeah,
Just
have a run.
run.
Exactly. Just every time there's an attacker has the ball, your defender just crunch him. Literally just crunch him.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's either the ball or the man goes past you, never both. So yeah,
So you
it's
have to
always
like
like
also
this.
weights, huh?
Yeah, yeah. So like playing like men's league teams is like you don't get the ball, which is like frustrating for me as a player sometimes. Like, come on, like I like the ball to the feet, like that's my
Right.
strength.
Hmm.
I like to play with the ball, but like I kind of in a way it developed like my speed
Mm.
and like my intensity in a way because like the ball's over the top and like I'm one of the quickest in the field. So yeah, it was good as well. But yeah, after
Wow.
that, COVID hit. Like still played men's league football. I didn't. I was off the like professional game for like a year or so. Then like D Gardens, I knew the coach there, invited me for a try. He's like, "Yo, we've 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 got we're forming a professional team. We're joining
Mhm.
the Division 3 league, professional Division 3." I'm like, "All right, I'll come down for the trials. We'll see how it goes. I'll come in 1 week, done well. Second week, told me to come back in. Third week, yeah, done well. Fourth week, you're like, all right, look, we like you, we want to keep you. Yeah, signed the contract, and that's basically it.
The
That's
rest
where I
is
am right
history.
now.
You're in.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
you're in our podcast, and that's
yeah. I know.
perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Is
and
there
I
a
met
reason why?
Carson.
Yeah, I met Carson. Is there a
Yep.
reason why
Yeah,
you got number 20?
Yep. Not the usual 1, 2, 3, 4, 5
Yeah.
starting 11 numbers.
yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, I think the starting 11 numbers taken obviously.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
they gave me it was either like they wanted to give me 17 as well. 17 was like a number that I like. I
Ooh,
kind
Mm.
you're
of stuck with
Shraki.
yeah, yeah. I kind of stuck with 20. 20 is like I like 25. I feel like number 25 was like my lucky. I wouldn't say my lucky number, but like it was the number as like back in City. It was like it was a good number that I had. Like
Oh, okay.
25. Like it's not a number that everyone wears. I don't like to wear numbers that like everyone wears. So I like to always
Right.
be different. That's always been like how I've
Yeah.
how I've been like always be different.
You have the odd numbers. Right.
Yeah, I like to change it. Maybe next season I'll get like 63.
The
Oh, that's
odd.
a really high number.
Yeah,
It's really
yeah.
the.
I really tried to push for it though. I tried to push for 42 actually.
Oh.
Yeah, but they were like, nah, just take 20. I'm like, fine. Vinicius Junior takes 20. I'm okay, fine.
It's funny
Physimal.
because
Yeah.
yeah. No, I was just gonna say because when I do sports, I always like the numbers that are lower,
Yeah.
like 10, 3,
Hmm.
13.
Yeah.
Because when it's beyond 18, or if it's like the number is 19, 20, psychologically I feel heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird.
Damn.
Like if I have the number 22, I feel like, oh my god, I feel so heavy. It's it just makes me. That's why I like numbers that are lower than 20. But
Yeah.
yours is a different way to say it. It's like actually
Be
unique.
different. Be
Yeah.
Yeah,
different.
I
be different.
it used to matter back then. When I was younger, I'm like, I want
Right.
number 11. I had number 11. I had number 2 because I played right back, which is like the main number.
Oh yeah,
But then
yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
this is boring. Everyone has this. Like, I need something else.
You get
When
an
I
odd
get
one.
number 23 and up when I play sports, I feel like a rapper because they have the high
Oh,
numbers. Or I
Yeah.
found 23 and up high. I'd like to see, so I don't know, would you take number 99? But you might just piss off the kitman for some
I
reason.
really
Since
would. I really would.
numbers are.
I had a chance. 42 was like up there.
actually,
63 as
42 is
well.
nice. 42 is
Yeah.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah, because like the thing with the high numbers is like when you see like Premier League clubs, you see like the Man Cities, the Arsenal. You know they've got like players who are like in the reserves, younger players. Like Phil Foden wears 42. You know, like because like
Okay.
that's his number when they were like in academy. You know what I mean? So they
Yeah.
get invited to the first team training, and they keep that number. So they usually get high numbers when you're like younger, and you keep those
Right.
high numbers. Like nowadays, like players keep those high numbers. Like Trent Alexander-Arnold has like 60 something. You know what I mean? So yeah,
It gets
Nice.
special because
Yeah.
they started as a
yeah,
kid and then they
exactly,
start working their way up the ladder in the starting
exactly.
11, becoming a star. Yeah.
Yeah,
So I mean, we spoke about it earlier anyway. So you're right back, but you're also listed as a winger. Am
yeah,
I right? So you play both positions pretty much. Not really in the
yeah.
center, more
But
of a guy in the wings, right?
yeah, back in City though, like my coach did see me as a center mid, and that's why I
Mm.
played mostly. So back
Okay.
in
Mm.
City FC, I was a center mid, and
Nice.
yeah, it was fun center mid. You know, doing turns,
You're the
switching the
playmaker.
play, pinging it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So pretty much
it's like
those three positions: right back, center mid, winger.
yeah, basically yeah,
Let me see. So versatility obviously works wherever you
Yeah.
go. Yeah,
yeah,
for a right back.
Could you show that photo with
Which one?
Seth with all his teammates?
Starting 11 picture or the team
The
picture?
the team picture.
This one here.
That one. Yeah.
yeah.
You look
Are
like
you
the
the
youngest
youngest?
guy.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
just saying, are you the youngest one here?
I'm one of the youngest, I believe so. Yeah, I am one of
Okay.
the youngest. Yeah,
Yeah, your teammates are huge, as we said
Yeah.
yeah.
earlier.
I said physicality all comes in the
Hmm.
genes as well. You know.
Complete muscle structure,
Yeah.
right?
Like I go to the gym a lot, but like these guys barely go to the gym and they're like jacked. I'm like, "Hey, what's
They
going
go
on here?"
once, when you have to go
Yeah, they
like
go
five
once and they're
times.
jacked. I
Yeah.
That's
do.
the genes you're talking about.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
yeah,
And
it's
are you the
crazy.
only Filipino Asian
Yeah, like the eastern side of
Eastern
Asia.
side? Yeah.
I think like I believe so in my league at least, like in my league
Wow.
and the league above, and even like playing academy, like I was the only like full Filipino that I know there, and even like
Hmm.
half Filipinos, I barely know anyone who
Wow.
play. As of now, I don't know anyone who plays professional. As
Let's
of,
see if
Oh,
anyone will message you after this episode. They're like, "Oy pare,
I
dito
hope
rin ako
so.
ah."
No, yeah,
yeah. Hey, don't
yeah,
Right,
forget me.
exactly.
Yeah.
I
mm,
mean, well, let's get to it. Philippines. You're Pinoy. Like you grew
yeah,
up here, so of course you have a Filipino passport.
yeah. I do.
Azkals
Woo.
eligibility check, right? Because
Yeah,
that's your dream.
definitely. Yeah,
Philippines
hundred
Football
percent.
League, is that on the radar for you?
Yeah,
Or
Philippine Football League.
ASEAN football? Yeah, you name it, man.
Yeah, ASEAN has always been like on my radar since I was younger. You know, like obviously to be a footballer, you need to dream. You need to get as high as you can. But like at the same time, like you wanna assess your options and going Philippines, Thailand, Malaysia. These are like countries that I'm attracted to play football
Mhm.
in the future.
Nice.
Yeah,
So
you were telling us. Yeah, sorry, Seth, you were saying.
yeah, no, you can go ahead. You're gonna ask something?
Oh yeah, so you're saying I think one of your parents is from Bacolod, right? So you got to watch Ceres. They play against Singapore. That might have
Yeah,
been the finals of the AFC Cup
yeah, it
ASEAN
was, it
Zone
was, it
that
was.
you got to watch. I think that's when they clinched the
Yeah,
title. Yeah, I think Manny
yeah,
Manny outscored there, so he's also a friend of the show. So you
Oh
might have
yeah,
seen
yes.
yeah,
it go live.
yeah,
How
yeah,
was that? One of the home provinces of your parents. Did you try inasal? Food there is crazy good.
yeah.
How was the whole
Oh gosh.
experience? Football,
Oh,
Pinoy food. Can't ask for any more.
I
Yeah.
know. Yeah, it was amazing. Like NSL was like, it was a bit. I'd say it was a bit of a negative um
Oh.
experience because of the fact that NSL 24/7. Yeah, man, like chicken oil. Oh my days.
Oh
This
my
is something
goodness.
I miss. There's no
Oh.
chicken oil in Dubai. NSL here doesn't taste the same. So yeah, unbelievable to just come back home, eat NSL like just around the corner. There's like NSL places left and right. You want to go for more fast food type, Mang NSL. Go for like a more real NSL. There's a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And like the
the
calamansi
local
as
ones.
well with the patis. Is that what you call
And
it? Patis in
Patis,
toyo,
Tagalog?
toyo.
Yeah.
patis, toyo.
Toyo.
Toyo
Yeah.
and
You can
vinegar.
mix them up. Yeah.
Suka.
It's
So
too good. Like chicken oil as well. Like it's too good. Like yeah, I
But you
came
have to
home
hit the
this.
gym. More after that.
Yeah. Yeah, I always tell my mom, yeah, protein. It's calm. Don't worry about it. I need to gain weight anyway.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
You try balut?
When I was younger, but yeah, never again, I think.
Yeah.
We're gonna have
We
a
all had
bullet
that.
challenge soon.
Yeah, we need to
Yeah.
have so many people. Let's get all our guests in like I don't know, a giant restaurant. Someone sponsors. Let's all eat
Yeah.
balut together. Let's all
Oh,
have
Yeah.
beer.
please.
Yeah,
That'd be
that
so
would be
funny,
cool.
though.
That would be a dream to get all their
Yeah.
friends together.
Yeah, there's three more people saying hello.
Comments,
Yeah.
game.
Really.
So, yeah. So
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Shout out to Pinoy FC in Dubai. You know, they're a great community here. Very passionate people. Some of them played, I think, under 19s, Azkals. Some of them was in the national team. Some of them played pro as well, and like a lot of like football enthusiasts who play there, and a lot of good people who play there. So yeah, shout out to them. Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, the buddies.
Yeah.
Mark
Yep,
Andel
he's
Buligan.
Mark as well. He's a great guy. He's part of the Pinoy football club as well here.
Nice.
I like the last one. I like the last one listed. But shout out Bisoy Idol.
Yeah, this is my cousin. He's a legend. He's here right now in Abu Dhabi. So shout out to him.
All right.
Yeah,
Cousin
Question.
Joe and
yeah.
Neros.
Why Bisoy?
Yeah, we wanted.
Ah.
Class, we wanted to ask that, right?
I mean, why?
Yeah, it's true.
I think you should like. I should call my mom to explain or something. I don't know, but like apparently like, so like there's a name called Tisoy. You guys know Tisoy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tisoy, yeah.
Yeah.
So like they say Bisoy because like Bisayang Tisoy.
No. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Okay.
nice. That's
So
cute.
yeah.
That's nice.
Back when I
That's
was like
nice.
cuter, when I was like younger, apparently.
When you're just still a big kid, right?
Yeah, it was like
Yeah.
a sponge.
You'd have a goalkeeper body for youth football.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. One more.
Okay. Right.
Crystal K.
Lottie cakes. I haven't
Lottie
Oh,
Cakes.
yeah, they're from Pinoy Football Club as well.
All
also
right.
I
Shout
got
out to Pinoy Football Club. Oh,
a lot
Yeah.
of Pinoys in the Middle
Yeah.
East. When there's a Azkals game or whatever national team
oh
game,
gosh. They watch.
it'd be like a home game, they'd say. There'd be
Yeah.
so many overseas Filipinos.
Definitely, yeah.
in
I was there in the
football.
Azkals AFC as well.
Oh really?
Asian Cup.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh man.
I was
Wow,
there. I
great.
was there.
Lo-
It was here in
Low-key,
Dubai.
low-key jealous. But
Yeah.
understandably it's in your backyard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did
They
you meet
played
any
South
of them?
Korea. Unfortunately, no. But I was busy with school and football. You know, like I couldn't like after school I'd come football. There was a
Okay.
chance I
Right.
was like, let's go to the hotel, but I'm like, I wasn't driving then, so I was like, yeah, it's a lot, it's a lot.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah,
fine
yeah.
in the future. I'll play with them. You know.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's what
there.
we
I
do.
like
Yeah,
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
That's
heard it
Even
always
here
been the
first.
mentality.
even
Yeah.
before you play with them, Carson will help you make you meet Kuya Shraki.
Yeah. You know, there's a funny story with me and Truck. Yeah.
Oh really?
Okay.
You know, there's like the Ceres game I told you guys about
Yeah,
Yep.
the ASEAN
when
final, AFC Cup.
when I went to watch the Ceres game. So basically, like I had my friends who's German and made them like a board. So like I got my tita to help me like a big board, and I messaged my friends back here in Dubai. Yo, what's this in German again? Like, can I have your shirt? So they told me in German, yeah. Can I have your shirt, Shrocky? They told me in German. So like my tita, like she made like this a big board basically, like
The
big
placard, like
manila
a placard,
paper.
like a poster.
Yeah, like a
Yeah,
manila
okay.
paper. It's like it says that like in German, can I have your shirt, please, Shrocky? So I was holding it when they finished it. I was like shouting, I'm like, yo, I'm here, I'm here. He did see me and he was like, I think he was like, he looked at me, he was like, I wish I could, but like it's my only shirt throughout the season. I'm like, really?
Aw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Behind me, the
Aw.
blue shirt's a Shraki shirt.
Now now you're just making me jealous.
He's a friend. He's a friend of the show. So
Yeah, I know.
Let's try to get one.
Yeah, he's
I'll show
good friends
you.
with Carson as well, I heard.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll show you my
Yeah.
Shraki Ceres shirt too. We
You
can-
got an entire collection.
yeah, not of like Philippine football jerseys in general. Yeah,
Yeah, great.
got a lot of the local clubs,
Amazing,
Azkals,
yeah.
to add to it. Let's add yours in the future.
yes,
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I got
Right.
the
Definitely.
ones. Don Bantan saying nowhere but up. Yep,
that's true.
Thank you. Thank
Truth.
you.
true.
That's true, yeah.
Keep at it, right?
And
Anyway,
shout out to him as well. Shout out to Don.
oh, with your buddy.
Yeah, because
The
he's the
Don.
one who helped me fix my registration here
Oh, nice.
in UAE. Because like we had to what do you call this? To get me registered, as they needed a reply from the Philippine FA to play professional
Mm.
football here. And yeah, he there was a delay, and he had contacts. He knew someone really big, and yeah, sorted it out.
Nice. Shout
Nice.
Yeah.
out Don.
So
Shout out
shout out
Don.
to him. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Starting out your papers. Okay, Claudia, beginning of the end before we get to
Yeah.
something different from the draft. Surprise na lang, right?
Surprise,
But let's
surprise.
get with the beginning of the end. Um, Seth, I mean, you're 21 years young, turning 22. Where do you see
Yeah.
yourself 5 years from now?
Definitely national team for sure. Definitely, yeah. It's always been the aim.
Uh,
Simple
that's
I
it.
answer,
think it's gonna be
straightforward.
yeah, it's gonna be quicker than 5 years, hopefully, but that's the plan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Work your way up, man. Work your way
Uh-huh.
up. Nothing,
Claudia?
nowhere but up. All right,
Definitely, yeah.
mine is difficult because you're still young, right? But I'll change mine, claro, no?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If you were to come home here and have dinner with uh your Philippine football idol, aside
Mhm.
from Straki, who will it be?
Probably Kaligdong. Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
good.
Chief is in Canada, by the way. He just
Yeah, he's like a
migrated.
coach there apparently.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a coach. He was my cousin's
Yeah.
teammate in the
Yeah.
pro scene, Green
Now
Yeah.
Archers
over in
United.
Canada. Nice.
Chiefy, yeah.
Nice.
And
Yeah.
because Chiefy's a coach, he shows his kids that he played against David Beckham, and they're all like, "Whoa,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah."
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And
Oh,
we
And his
yeah.
love
goal
the
as
answer.
well. Yeah, he
Sorry.
scored some bangers.
Oh yeah, he did.
Oh
He
yeah,
did.
Yeah.
he's
Not
So
making
good.
stuff.
Yeah.
he's good,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
he's not that tall, so
Exactly, yeah.
yeah, he's not that. Okay, so
So
you're having dinner with Knindong. What are
yeah.
the first what what is the first two sentences you will tell him to convince you that you could play for the Azkals?
I'm not gonna tell him anything. I'm just gonna show him. I'm like,
Oh, I love
give
it.
me a trial. Yeah,
Who?
give me a trial, and yeah, decide from there.
We will show you.
Yeah.
I like that attitude.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah,
All right.
good. I like it.
Cool. Right. I don't think the next one applies yet because Seth is young, so we'd skip it. No.
Yeah.
I know what it is.
Oh, you watch our show.
Oh man.
Okay, what would you tell that person?
No, let's just say
Okay, yeah.
no, because you made the shift to football, which worked out, right? So
Yeah.
there's there's that decision that looks like it's paying off. Let's just say you get to talk to the Seth who was playing basketball, and this is present day you talking to Seth who plays basketball. Will you say anything to help those guys convince you shift from basketball to football? Will you add anything
Yeah.
else?
Yeah. Be like, bro, you're 5'7", bro. Like, come on. Just look in the mirror, bro. Like, it's time to change sports. What's going on?
5'7" now,
21.
right? So you're like
Yeah,
telling
5'7"
your
now, like 5'8" probably now. Yeah. It's just 172. Yeah.
That's a good way to put it.
Oh,
Okay.
my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh my
Nice
goodness.
answer. It's nice, serious answers
I
with
like that.
how do I say this? With some
True
comic
spirit.
relief.
Yeah, yeah,
Tama. Right,
true.
right. Keeping it light.
Keeping it light. I
Yeah.
like that. Be
Uh-huh.
tough love. That's what you're only 5'7".
Definitely. Yeah.
I love
Right.
it.
So Seth, you obviously know about your way around the Philippines. I mean, like you're born here, visit, but you live in, let's call it Barangay UAE because there's so many Pinoys there, right?
Yeah.
So let's just say we get to go there. Pinoys get to
Mhm.
go there. We have this special segment. It's just gonna be you, no competition, right?
Yeah.
It's not the who the heck are we what a draft. It's more of Seth's UAE travel guide. There you go. Boxing bell, but no one else to fight. Let's say you want to give us 5 stuff that tell us what to do there. I don't know
Yeah.
what to do there. There's
I don't know
help
what
me
to
out. Right.
Okay. So obviously the
would be-
first one everyone does desert safari,
Okay.
which is like an experience itself. So desert safari.
Desert safari. That's the first one.
Yeah. Yeah. Like you can do a lot. You can drive buggies. You can have.
I'm in.
You
I
can
mean-
can you sand surf? Was it?
Yeah, you can sand surf. You can do everything.
Nice.
You can and you get to taste like the traditional dinner as well. And like when I tell you guys, the dinner is amazing. Like the
What
kebabs
does it
here are
consist?
some. It consists of like kebabs, lamb chops, and you know what it is. You know what? You know something I learned and something that my family practices now is like when we cook kebabs and like these types of like chicken, like the Arabic chicken ones, the ones you put on the skewer, and
Yep.
like lamb chops. I like to cook them like really quick, so you have that juicy
Yeah.
taste. So you don't want to like make it like you don't want to make it well done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like the secret, like because you get all the flavor. But yeah, desert safari, you can do a lot. Dune bags, buggies. I mean,
The
yeah,
buggies got me right
Uh,
away. I'm like, I'm in.
Yeah.
definitely. And like the guys who like your driver is probably gonna go crazy on the car as well, which is like go on
It's
top of like
scary.
mountains. Yeah, it's very fun. But yeah, desert safari is up there.
Sounds good. What's number 2 for you?
Number two would probably be jet skis.
Jet ski?
Yeah,
Or like
Oh,
Jumeirah and stuff? Like where?
yeah.
Yeah.
Jet skis over at Jumeirah.
Oh,
Yeah,
ski. Yeah.
wow.
I saw you were kayaking. I'm like,
yeah,
it's already cool.
yeah,
Jet ski. That's number 2.
Jumeirah. Nice.
yeah.
Jumeirah.
Jet
I'm
ski
on
at
number
Jumeirah.
3.
Number three would probably be um Burj Khalifa.
This is the
Okay.
really tall
The
building,
big
right?
Yeah,
boards,
the
yeah.
really tall
Yeah.
building. So
Yeah.
like within
Of
this
course.
area, like Burj Khalifa slash Dubai Mall is a good place to visit, especially if you're a tourist. It's like one of the most touristy areas in the country.
Burj
So you get
Khalifa.
like a whole different experience. You get to see Dubai and like
It's
it's
Oops.
RJ.
BURJ, yeah.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Wrong press.
Yeah,
Wasn't that where Tom Cruise and Mission Impossible?
yeah, that's where they
Yeah.
did. Yeah, you can do like Burj Khalifa Dubai Mall because that's in the same area. Because underneath Burj Khalifa, you've got you've got the Dubai Fountain, which like everyone watches, and it's an
Oh.
amazing show. It happens
Is
every
that the
night.
funnel that goes like that?
Yeah, it has like it syncs depending
Yeah.
on the song that is being played.
Music. So
Yeah,
Dubai Mall and then Dubai Fountain. Sorry, this like all the same
yeah,
area.
the same thing. Yeah, the same area.
Okay. Wow, you found a way
Wow.
to really exploit the 1, 2,
We're
3.
we're we're gonna go
Yeah,
there.
please do.
Yeah.
Fourth is probably there's a lot of really good ones. I'd say mm, there's a
So
lot
why
of
you? Yeah.
activities. It just depends on what you guys like, you know.
Uh huh. Or what do you like?
Sports. Oh,
It's
yeah.
about you. Yeah.
Oh,
Say
okay.
sports.
Doesn't have to be honest.
That
Yeah.
doesn't, yeah.
Yeah,
What floats your boat? I mean,
yeah.
for the sad Ferrari fans, I don't know if they want to go to Ferrari World because
Oh,
Ferrari
the
always
sad,
messes up its
Uh,
strategy. But
the
yeah.
sad
there's a
Ferrari.
lot to do. That's like one thing I know
I'd
at least.
say Atlantis Aquaventure.
Atlantis.
Yeah, so this is like a water park. Amazing.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, so you can do like a lot of stuff here. Like there's a lot of slides. They have this
Right.
scary slide where you're like on a platform
Yep.
and then you get closed in and you're like this, very tall.
Oh
And like
gosh.
it says 3, 2, 1 and it just drops you.
Okay, I want to go there.
Yes, please. Yeah, it's
I want to
sick.
go.
They have a lot of those and they have like just big slides, really like fun slides that get the heart
Mhm.
pumping.
Does it
So
get crowded?
Atlantis Water Park. Yeah.
Sorry?
It gets
Okay.
crowded.
Oh yeah, it gets crowded. There's a lot of tourists, and yeah, but like it depends on the day. Like if you go on like a weekday, it's mostly just tourists, which is like
Okay.
not that much.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
yeah,
I don't know if it was in Atlantis Water Park or a similar slide. Joel Embiid,
yeah,
right? There was a video of him on his
Oh
Instagram. He
yeah.
was scared to
yeah,
go
yeah,
down.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
The lifeguard had to force
yeah,
a 7-foot guy to go. And he was like,
yeah.
with
Oh
his
my
GoPro.
goodness.
He said, I
You
can't
can,
swim.
yeah, you can find like a lot of people here. Like within like you can easily find like celebrities just walking around. Like it's
Oh
crazy.
nice.
Mhm.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like a hub.
man. And Seth will be the guy to introduce me to the
Yeah.
celebrities over there.
No, I don't know anyone. I don't know anyone. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Okay,
Yeah.
number 5. What do you think?
Five, the fifth one, I think it's like a bit controversial. But like it's if you guys are coming to Dubai, it's good to like if you guys I bet you guys know how to drive, yeah?
Yeah, of
Uh-huh.
course. Yep.
Okay, then it's perfect because renting a cabriolet or like a convertible and just like driving around Dubai, like
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
driving around Marina, Blue Waters, and Palm Jumeirah. Like, amazing.
Like,
with music blasting. No, we
I
can.
wouldn't say music blasting, but in the winter, this is good. This is really good. Just like a convertible, like a drop top,
Beautiful.
um,
yeah, cabriolet, basically.
okay.
Yeah,
Around. Let me let me fix that
yeah.
up. So wait, does it have to be like a you guys drive in the right or in the left?
The
There.
same in Philippines, right?
Oh, perfect. I'm relieved.
Yeah, you're
I'm
good. You're good.
relieved.
You're good. Yeah,
Claro, yeah. I've driven
it's
in
so
the
worth it
both
though.
sides already.
Yeah,
I've driven both sides.
Okay. Sorry, what's
I
the
think out
type?
of
Yeah, go ahead, Seth.
sorry, I think out of all the ones, I think the fifth one is like the best value for money in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. I think you have
And
a honorable mention, no?
if you wanna add one, if
Yeah.
you're like you have the dilemma, like I know oh, I have to add one more, but you don't have to if you're
It's
happy
like
with
a
the five.
special one for you.
Uh-huh.
Um, I'd say I'd say visit yeah Ras Al Khaimah, as Carson says. There's a lot of good hotels there. I think the beaches there are very nice as well. Very natural beaches. So
Beach.
it's good
Okay.
there as well. Yeah,
I
And
like beach.
Carson is so happy in their
I know.
booze
Booze.
cheaper. We
Wait,
can't
you're
display
allowed
it.
to drink there? But you can't, right? You're not. There's no alcohol.
Um, I don't drink, but like people can. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like
Mm-hmm.
easier now. I don't drink myself.
Yeah. Don't even
Yeah.
drink Coke or Gatorade. What's it called? Coke. The one that Ronaldo took out of his
Oh yeah, the
Coke.
Coke.
Coke. Yeah.
I was
The
Coke.
Coke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fanta. Fanta. Really?
Oh, I don't like Fanta.
Yeah.
I'm more of a Sprite person. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Nice.
I love San
Yeah.
Miguel. You don't have to, Seth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Sorry, what was it for the convertible that you were mentioning? Drive a
What kind of car?
yep. That you mentioned. I
Probably like
missed that word.
a
No, what you call it?
cabriolet.
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 Yeah, cabriolet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did I get the spelling right here? Okay, I got it.
You can find like a Mercedes. You can get like a Camaro, Mustang.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like the best
Whoa.
ones are like the Mercedes as well. Those are nice ones.
And I think gas is a bit cheaper there, despite gas
Yeah.
Yeah,
being
like it became
expensive around the
expensive.
world.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
it became
Yeah.
expensive here, but it's going back down. It's good.
Here it's rising, no, Claro?
It went down, it's going up
Well,
by a
yeah.
bit.
Yeah.
We have a chance of gas going down next week based
Oh,
on
really?
Facebook posts by the expert
Yeah.
guy who
Yeah.
posts in one of the Filipino pages. Yeah, so that is the list.
Yep.
And I'm itching to travel again, but
Yes.
that's thank you, Seth, for giving us a
Yeah,
guide so we
definitely.
do not have that dilemma. Oh no, where do I go? Right?
Yeah.
And then Seth
Definitely.
will
Yeah.
introduce us to the celebrities walking around.
I have no idea who they are.
Yeah. Don't worry,
Yeah.
got you. Of course. It's a joke,
It's
right?
All right.
nice. This
Uh-huh.
is actually nice. I
Right.
like it. And food
You guys
tripping. We
have.
should have a food tripping day, like street food. Did they
Yeah,
have
there's a
that?
lot here as well. There's
There
a
you
lot
go.
here. Yeah.
We'll put that
It's
as
more
well.
like so like there's this place called Tampa. It's like Filipino like seafood. Like
Oh my
it's like
goodness.
Cajun seafood, Cajun
Oh,
sauce, and like
yeah.
they have rice, and it's like in the middle, so you guys eat together.
We're
Boodle fight
definitely.
style.
Yeah, budol fat. Yeah,
There.
it's good.
Man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Carson said
Oh,
he met Angelina Jolie. So Carson will help me help Seth
Yeah, Carson.
introduce
I think
us.
Carson's your guy. Yeah,
Yeah.
Carson's your guy. He knows a lot of stuff. Yeah.
Truth. All right. So,
oh,
you
wait,
know
one
we
more.
didn't draft. Oh, go Bisoy.
Oh,
Woo!
Sorry, yeah, I have to put them out there so that they know that you're
I
watching.
know.
Yeah,
Thank
of
you,
course.
Lola.
Oh,
Yay.
Lola, hi, Lola.
Yeah.
Evening, Lola. So that is the list. And although it was not a competitive draft, we just let Seth
Yeah.
take the lane into the goal.
Yep.
That's good. Very educational, of course.
Yeah.
No better way to find out, oh, what do we do here? There.
That's
So that's
right.
great. Yeah. So I think that does it for our
No,
show,
wait.
Seth.
We have to give Seth a time to do his shout outs.
Oh, wow. I'm so excited to visit the UAE. I forgot.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. Yes, but Seth, you got a lot of family, friends, supporters.
Yeah.
The floor is yours. Yes, perfect, Claudia.
Just say
Yeah,
thank
I
you.
mean, like, shout out to my family, obviously, my mom and dad, always supporting me. I don't think without them, wouldn't be playing football because football here is very like expensive in a way. So shout out to them for coping up with that. Shout out to my friends, my family back home, Philippines. I know they're watching right now. So thank you guys for watching, for tuning in. Shout out to like Pinoy Football Club as well, who supported and are currently watching, I believe so. And yeah, thank you guys. And shout out to like Carson as well. Been a great friend and for helping me out with this, trying to introduce me to the Philippine market in terms of football. And yeah, like my friends as well, who's always been there for me. And yeah, that's it.
All
Ooh,
right.
look at that.
Awesome stuff. Where can people follow you? Facebook or Instagram? Do you have a public page out there?
Yeah, I've got Facebook, Seth Torculas. I barely use it. Only used it today to share this. Yeah, cause yeah, and
That explains
Instagram
the
is
many
mostly
viewers.
yeah. Instagram is like where I'm at.
Uh-huh.
So
So
yeah,
that's
you guys got my Instagram.
at Seth.Torculas. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
yes sir.
Okay. Fantastic
Great.
stuff. Seth, thank you so much. We don't want to take up much of your time. We know
He's
you
going
have
to
trials.
training.
Yeah,
Trials or
exactly.
training, is it?
Yeah,
My
trials.
trial.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we don't
So
want to
he's,
take up your time. You
yeah.
got your
So you saw those
pre-ritual.
purple shoes. Use those purple shoes that you
yeah,
have.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely,
Yeah,
definitely. Yeah,
of course. Have a good one too, of course, and have fun. Just
yeah.
doing what you
Thank you guys
keep
again for
going.
having me. I really appreciate it.
All
Appreciate your
right.
time, guys.
Thank you.
Oh man,
Maraming
it's our
salamat.
pleasure and our honor,
Yeah,
probably. You
Yeah,
know,
1 hour went by real
yeah.
fast.
And we
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
can't
It
wait to
really
see
did.
you on the field playing for the Azkals.
Yeah, I can't wait
Yes,
as well. I can't wait.
Yeah.
awesome.
So for the best. All right. So we'll catch you backstage, or if you gotta get going, it's cool with
Yeah.
us. Yeah. No
Uh,
worries.
I've got a few minutes. I can stay backstage for a bit. Yeah.
All
Awesome,
right.
awesome.
Cool. So okay, let's catch you
Okay. Cool.
backstage. Claudia and I will wrap up the show. Okay.
Woo, hey,
That
big.
was great.
Wow,
That was
yeah,
great. Yeah.
that was
Especially
fun.
there's so many Filipinos
Yeah,
in the Middle East, diba? So
yes.
Seth kind of gets to represent that barangay as I was telling you guys earlier. Uh-huh. And I love the experience that Seth got to pick up living in, I think the word is cosmopolitan, where there's just so many people from different parts of the world
Yeah,
converging, and it was just like s- Seth saying this and that, knowing how all these different nationalities and regions play their style of football, and he was exposed to that. He knows what to do when facing
yeah,
Swedish, for example, or facing the African style of play.
yes.
You know, how
Oh yeah,
Asian or Asian football style works, right?
and the British. But you know what I like the most? His confidence. His
That is
too.
true.
Yeah, right. His too.
That's
I
true.
mean, actually, even his confidence in answering the questions that we had on his first podcast interview. This is his
Yes.
first, and he
I
was
didn't.
very eloquent. He was very. There was no sign of nervousness. No, it's pretty good.
Hmm.
And I like his answers to our two magical questions. Of course, I
Oh
had to
yeah,
change mine because he's still young. But the fact that he was, I'm not gonna tell him. I'm gonna show him. I like it. I like it. Yeah,
truth,
yeah,
truth.
yeah.
Showing, let's say, Chiefy, if he got the opportunity, right?
Definitely
So, wow,
amazing,
what an
amazing.
episode!
Yeah.
And
Shout out to those that are in Dubai and also
uh-huh.
in. There's one watching from, I think in
We can show in the comments if you see it. But yeah, so many hardworking
Cadiz.
overseas.
Cadiz.
Akadis. Ah,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Uh,
Hi, hi, Tito. I think you were
Ibe,
the one who
Bembo,
exposed Bisoy's
Bisoy.
nickname.
Oh
Yeah.
nga eh. Right. Yeah. So there's that, of course. That's Pinoy roots. Grew up here, right? So both
Yes.
of his parents are Filipino, and we also just want to acknowledge so many hardworking Filipinos
Yes.
overseas, right?
That's right.
For working out there for their families,
Salamat. Salamat.
especially during the pandemic, tough times. So
Oh,
maraming
no.
salamat po sa inyo lahat. And we hope you guys get to enjoy this episode too. The kababayan living
Yeah.
around. Yes. This is Seth's mom. Let's go. Hi, Tita.
Hi,
To
Tita.
be sure. Right.
We
Same
want to
last
say thank
name.
you.
Uh
Yeah.
huh. Yes.
Yeah, it
Yes,
was
the Bembo.
national. It was
Yes.
National Heroes Day, like I think Monday, and like I said, we honor all those that are working abroad.
Tama. Those are the heroes to add to the
Yeah,
people we go through in like the history books that we have in school, right
yeah,
here.
that's right.
right? So, anyway, I think that does it, Claudia. I'll just wrap up the slides.
Okay.
I can stop laughing at
Yeah,
this. Bisoy is the name of the episode.
I
Okay.
love it. Oh, yeah, actually, that's a good one. That's a good one. Thank you. Thank you. All
Yes.
right.
So I'll just wrap up and show up the slides, and then
Yeah.
let's get on with the closing credits. So our last episode before this one with said was with Nate Berkey, former Philippine Azkal, and got to coach them in the AFC Asian Cup qualifiers recently. That's great seeing Nate go full circle. And then we remember the Globally Ballin Network again. Head to globallyballin.com for more and follow them on social media. Don't forget about our show too. Who the heck are we itself at WTHAW podcast, and to support the show further, if you are willing to, or it's cool with you, send us some stars on Facebook. We'd really love it, but just giving us a like and a follow works, so no pressure. We really appreciate that a lot. And we are on YouTube too, so subscribe right here. All our episodes are on video on the Globally Ballin YouTube channel. If you're on the go, Spotify is the place to go. So right there, Who the Heck Are We, along with sister shows. For example, we got Next Man Up with Diego Dario Gelovito. I believe Sir Sid Ventura, or like the producer, also made like a cameo. So great basketball talk on what's going on present day. But to relive the golden era of Philippine hoops way back, you got my titos, Noel Charlie Sid, JP Mercado at An Eternity of Basketball. And we got our many sponsors, New Era, thanks for my UAP cap, Jolly's Delights, Hinuluban Farms, um, Aqua Flasks from Daily Ounce, Fuji Mama, Founders Donuts, Barrio Fiesta, the Mad Brownie Company, Chops to Go. Wow, that's a lot on our buffet, Claudia. Muffin Mafia, and we got Rad Chameleon Apparel giving us our shirts. So we're loving it. And again, that's it, guys. Sayonara. We will catch you next week. Sino ba yung guest? Secret na lang. Just follow us on social media. Secret talaga, di ba?
Secret naman tayo lagi.
Palagi. Follow us. Bye-bye. Good
Follow us.
evening.
Bye.